All right, so last video kind of walked everybody through what was going on next. Yesterday did the paint work. We had the room all taped up. And then same color as we did out here, the Marina Gray. And came out pretty good. Didn't take long at all. Much faster than the kitchen. Really just flew along. Made a few minor mistakes. Not gonna highlight them, but if you see them, in the video, yep, I'm aware of them, and I'm gonna correct that. But I made the call to just stop here and just do white up the hall. I think in the last video I said really want to do, I think keep the hall white because it's a dark hallway. There is a light, of course, but I think that's what's going to happen. And the priority for after this room is complete, you know, the tape is pulled down and everything's cleaned up, the paint will take a pause at the house because there's other things that need to happen. So I have a different carpet I'm going to put in here. I talked about the couches are going to come. I'm gonna get the TV up on the wall, and I have some end tables, and this room will be good to go. Now, the other thing I should say is from there, the next step is, the next indoor step, I know this is not gonna make a lot of sense, will be to actually clean up the basement. A lot of cobwebs, a lot of dust, floor needs to be swept because there's items in the garage that need to go down there, and the garage is kind of filling up with stuff. And this way we can, and then there's some things floating around up here that really belong down there. The TV that's gonna go up on that wall will be that one there that actually came from the Midwest location. So I have all the hardware for it. That, if I'm feeling ambitious, I'm kind of tired today. Did a 10-mile run this morning. Got to mow the lawn. I got to put clothing away in my dressers and all that kind of stuff, and kind of prepare for the week. So I don't think I'm going to get to that today, but that will happen. So I'm very happy that how this came out. It really makes the room. It's just another step to making the home feel like ours versus somebody else's home, and you know that will take time to probably overcome that feeling and get stuff away. I do have stuff kind of piled up here and there. You know, this room has, which will be a den. I'm going to pull a chandelier down. May have said that before in another video. Got boxes to go through. I've been looking for some things. At first I thought I could remember where everything was, but I don't. So not today, but I have to like pull the contents out of each of the boxes and kind of categorize them and put them in their homes, you know, where they're gonna live. The kitchen television this was also from the Midwest, the locations here. That needs to be tossed. That will go up. I have hardware coming for that. I'm not worried about that patch job from the previous owner because I know the studs, because there's hardware here. There's that I patched, and then this is kind of there. I could have sanded it down, but I knew my TV was going over it. For the first coat of paint as we're moving in, I was just looking to kind of get this done, not be sloppy about it, of course, but this will be covered with that TV. I don't even know the size of that television. It sounds crazy. As a kid, if you said, I feel like, at least for me growing up, if you said a 19-inch TV, a 21-inch TV, or whatever they were, you were like, oh, that's a pretty good sized TV. Now, like, your computer monitors that size, if not bigger. So this will be fine because I already had it. I'm going to use it, right? If I was buying new, I'd probably get something a little bigger for this wall. Not that I'm going to have the TV on while we're eating dinner, but you know, this room's going to be used a lot for sure. So to have a TV here is fine, but I think the small one is totally fine because I'm not going to sit at the kitchen table and watch like a football game or something like that. However, what I did do, and this is the last update, and I know I started talking about painting, is washed the covers for the couches that the previous owner left behind. And these couches are very comfortable. She was right. She's like, they're old. I'll leave them here if you want them. And despite them being old, they're very comfortable. So that washed, and I tried to do my best to put the covers on. It wasn't that easy. Some blankets and whatnot, some pillows floating around that I made the best of. So here's what I wanted to show you. So, as you know, if you don't know, or you do know, when you purchase a new home or a location, you hemorrhage money. No matter how much stuff you kind of already have, there's things to be done, you know. And I had speaking of TVs, I don't even know what size it was. It's smaller than one in the kitchen I just showed you. It's like probably a 21 inch or something like that. Really, it's funny to say it's small, but it's small, right? And I had it there. The bench that came with the table and chairs, I just makeshift. I connected the Roku to it. We were good to go. So then I thought, you know what? It's the time of year we're going to be spending a ton of time out here. I don't have feet for any of the other two TVs. I inherited them that way with no feet. So I thought, okay, I can't put the big TV that I'm going to put in the living room here. I would have done that and then held off until the fall and got something nice, nicer for in there. So I went on Best Buy and I looked for like closeouts because I figured this is like a porch, extra room. It's not going to be. I would like to use it year round. We'll see how that goes, but it could be subjected to a little more heat and cold than what would be inside the house. So I thought, let me get something that's not used, but open box or whatever. So I looked, and so I stopped at Best Buy yesterday after I was leaving the condo location. And if you're looking for like a secondary TV, even a main TV, and you're on a budget, they have some great deals on open box. Some have no boxes. Just confirm they have the wire to plug it in and the remote control, which I did. This was a total like no box situation. Dirt cheap. A few $100 and versus like $1,000 or close to $1,000. Worth it. The picture is better than any of the other TVs I have. I'm not a TV guru like OLED and all that stuff. I'm not. I used to be, and then like when we went from analog to HD, it was kind of like, where I was, and then I kind of like lost track of like the quality of TVs. So anyway, watched the little TV on last night. Really happy with it. And then that sound bar and subwoofer actually come from the Midwest location. As I talked about just a few minutes ago, I have to go through. I can't find. I know I have the remote for it and the wires for it to connect it. I threw them in a box somewhere, and I quickly looked last night, could not find it. So they're just sitting there for now, but ultimately I'll use them here, and then either I'll get a second set down the line for the living room, or if it turns out like the wintertime we don't really use this room at all, then I'll just connect it in there, and that's fine. So if you stuck with me through this, thanks. That's the update. Wanted to again show you how the room's coming out and what we were working on yesterday. So we're getting somewhere. I am a little tired today. That's the thing. Like when I bought the last home, I was 15 years younger. And not that I'm old, and I am in good physical condition, but it's a lot. It can be a lot. So the mentality you have to have is don't do it all at once, or don't put the pressure on yourself to feel like you have to stand up your house in one weekend. Otherwise, the pressure will make you like resent everything you're doing. So just take your time, and that's what I'm doing today. Next on the list is mow the lawn. I have to wash the car. I'll just do it by hand in the driveway. And then I want to spend some time. I got to put away the paint stuff in the living room. And then I have suitcases of clothing that I need to put away in the dressers in the bedroom, pick up some groceries, and that's going to be the day, right? So just want to try to cruise into the work week because I won't be here next weekend. I have a rare weekend work trip, which when I'm there, it'll be fun. It'll be good. It'll be really, really good. But when I think about, I'd rather be right where I'm sitting right now, will be going through my mind as I hit the airport on Friday. All right. Well, thanks for watching. More updates to come. If you haven't, subscribe, like, comment, and yes, we will be getting back to our regularly type of videos that we do, but just thought I'd bring you along for the ride with this. See you soon.